Well, hey guys, thanks for checking in back over here at the channel. Well, right off the get-go, you can tell I'm not out at the range today. I'm not even down in my typical gun room. I'm upstairs today doing something a little bit different, but kind of the same. I'm gonna go over some optics. Now, I don't spend a lot of time doing handgun stuff on the channel here, but I am today, so if it's something different for you, we'll kick back, see what I have to show you guys, and you might get something out of it. So I'm going to get right to this. Right here, I have a Glock 19 Gen 5 9mm pistol. This thing is unloaded. I'm going to talk about an optic that you guys might want to check out if you're looking to try out a inexpensive platform for putting a red dot type sight on a pistol. Now, I typically don't run them using my everyday carry, my EDCs. I like things simplistic. I've got my outside the waistband carrier here, and I just slide this guy in here, I pull it out, and I'm ready to go. Simple Glock sights on this thing. However, this pistol is set up that you can add an optic of your sort. Now, I had this company, CYELEE, reach out to me, say, hey, do you want to review this optic? And they sent me this CYELEE right here, this guy, and said, hey, do you want to check this out? Comes in two different colors, red and green. I want to try it out, and kind of dry on some optics right now. So I said, yeah, shoot it my way, I'll give it a go. So this is the Cat G. Now this thing is set up for the RMS-C footprint. CYELEE sent this thing to me, no charge, an agreement to review it. And lo and behold, it does not fit on this Glock 19 Gen 5 because of that C platform. This is for a narrower compact type pistol. This thing is offered, but what they did when I reached out to them is they were quick to send me this Wolf version of it. Now this is the RMR footprint, which is, in my opinion, probably the most common footprint for putting optics up on your pistol. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes showing you guys this thing. I am not going to go through the mounting process on this. YouTube frowns on that, and I'm not even going to deal with that. So I'm going to go through, show you guys, a bit about this thing, what it all comes with, patch, literature, like everything else, and some of the specs about this optic. Now, this particular one, this Wolf version, CYELEE tells me this is only available in red, whereas this one right here, and you can see I've got the green, this Cat version comes in green. Spec-wise, they seem to spec out the same. I couldn't find any difference, really. The advertising of buying these things on Amazon or direct from CYELEE, the descriptions, they're plenty good, but when you compare a couple of them, it's hard to tell what a difference might be between the two. But this is this one right here. I'm going to open this thing up and go through it a bit. Now, this one sells for just over $100 on Amazon. It's listed MSRP at a little bit higher right on their webpage. We got a cleaning cloth here, sticker, and a whole bunch of mounting hardware and everything else to put onto this thing. So we've got all the mounting hardware here. Let's get to the thing you guys want to see, which is the optic. So here's the optic. Nothing real fancy about looking at this guy. And it has a rubber cover on it here. I'm going to try to get it off. Protective cover that you can slap back onto the optic when it's mounted up on your pistol. Here we go. So get the little flexy rubber cover off of here. It fits well. So here's your rubber cover. It's made quite well. I'm talking about these. This is the Budget Optic brand, one of the newer Budget Optic brands when it comes to these pistol sights like this. And there's some other ones out there. There's big name ones. There's Holosung is another budget one that's come a long ways. And I had to do a little bit of research. I've got a friend that runs these things. I'm sure he's going to chime in the comments here. But he runs one of these. He likes it better than his Holosung. And I did some homework, did a little bit of reading of different guys and groups and forums and things, and everybody's really happy with these and how they perform. So we'll get that out of the way right away. So here's the unit, very lightweight. A criticism of this unit is how thin this housing is right here. If you're really to get into harsh conditions, you can bend that and crack the glass. But this unit here, we've got an adjustment on the side and adjustment on the top to get this thing zeroed in once it's mounted up on your platform. And as I said, a ton of different bolts and screws. This thing comes with everything you need to get it mounted up. That's the first plus with going with these CYELEE things. They come with everything you need. You don't need to source a bunch of stuff. So that's pretty good for a budget brand deal here. And the other thing that I really like about this is the battery compartment. To get to the battery on this, you don't have to remove the optic from the platform. You don't got to take it off your pistol, put a new battery in it. Mounting these things, you know, you do want to use Loctite on it. My other friend who may chime in, we were out shooting one day. Thing goes flying off of his slide, flies off, hits him in the face. So you need to use the correct Loctite compound, and all the screws that come with this. You can't see them in the bag, but these have blue Loctite already on them. So I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to set it up, let you guys get a little bit of see-through. Like I say, when I do my scopes and the other optics, the long-range precision stuff, any kind of a shoot through or look through is subject to the quality of the camera, the quality of what you can see, and everything else with, you know, looking through these things. This has a, you know, kind of a nice that coated on the glass here. You can see the coloring on it. I'm trying to hold it at different angles here so you guys can see it. I will have the specs held up for you guys right here on the side so you can check out the specs on it and how this thing works. I'm looking at the red dot right now, and it is extremely bright. This thing has a extremely bright red dot on it, and you can adjust the intensity, get it all set up. So let me get this thing mounted up. We'll talk a little bit more about the CYELEE Wolf D RMR platform pistol sight. Well, here you've got it. She is all mounted up, and was not much of a process. It comes with the wrenches that you need and all these bags of screws. Took about all of 5 minutes to get this mounted up. Now, something I didn't mention, you can use these on applications that have a Picatinny type rail, and this thing even comes with the adapter for that. So the mount up process was simple, easy. It was not much of an issue. We got all these bags of screws. You just got to find the right size screws that you've got for your mounting platform that I used on this Glock. So I got this thing all mounted up in about 5 minutes time. Now, talking about the fit and finish on this thing, went on good. All the holes and everything lined up well with my plate on this platform. Moved around the windage and elevation adjusters with the small little bladed screwdriver that comes with these. They do have detent clicks, which is nice. So when you're going to zero this thing in, you get that tiny little audible click, 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 click that comes with this thing. That's a nice feature on a budget thing like this. A lot of times these cheaper red dots, these things will spin around and they won't hold zero. So you get that little detent clicks in there. The brightness. Now I tried to get some footage as I was talking about this thing and how bright and how dim it is. It's just damn hard to do. But the brightness level, it works really good. This thing will go right down to extremely dim where you can barely even see this thing in daylight or night conditions, right up to it being so bright that it just blows out the whole glass on this thing. So the brightness works on this thing really well. Auto shut off and auto turn on with this thing, so that shake awake and shake sleep technology, I guess you want to call it, with this guy. One thing I did notice, and other reviewers have talked about this, is the unit is a little bit wider than the actual slide of the pistol. It hangs over, I mean, a millimeter on each side. That could become an issue sliding it in and out of your holster with scraping off these rubber buttons on the sides. Might be something if you're using one of these style right here. This won't even fit into mine here because of the this is not made for an optic. But if you're going to Dremel something or cut out a little bit, it would not be an issue. I wouldn't Dremel on the optic, but on your holster, because it's just a little bit wider than it fits into there. So here you go. I mean, specs are shared for you on this thing. A lot of positive reviews on it. My first impression, without taking this thing out and shooting it, is on par with what other reviewers say. And I'm kind of picky with this stuff too, is build quality seems good. The adjustability on this thing seems good, and the mounting process is simple because it comes with everything you need, all the instructions for mounting the thing up, all the screws, all the tools. It even has little pictures here. You can see these things for helping you zero this thing, which way to turn the screws when you get it on here. Save yourself time, save yourself ammunition, and make it real simple. So this is, again, this is the CYELEE Wolf D RMR footprint. Quick kind of review, something different for you guys to check out. I will get some content with this thing on this platform out doing some shooting. But again, EDC, everyday carry, I typically don't use these things, but you know, hey, with my vision declining a little bit and the popularity and the affordability of these things, I think I might just give this one a go. So, hey, thanks for checking back into the channel. Thanks for checking out this content on the CYELEE here. And let me know what you think. Have you used one of these, a Holosung, or some of the other more name pricey brands, and how this thing shake out for you? Should I take this thing off and throw the box, or should I keep this guy mounted up and trust its use? Thanks for checking back into the channel. Get on out there and keep on shooting.